All right, Kate, we have some fun things to celebrate to start the new week.
Yes, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
That's right. Lots of people get the day off.
Lots of people get the day off. Banks are closed. Mail not coming. Today is also Hot and Spicy Food Day and Religious Freedom Day.
Hot and spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people's religion is like a hot chicken, like a Nashville hot chicken or whatever.
Because of churches?
No, just because a lot of people's religion is food.
I was waiting for a pun there. Sorry.
Church's chicken joke.
Churches, chicken, religious freedom. Okay.
Yeah, there was something there, but yeah. No. With Martin King Jr. Day, in Memphis, there's the National Civil Rights Museum, which I went to probably 5 years ago. And I wanted to give that highly recommended.
Nice.
Yeah. Really cool stuff from slavery through Martin King and then obviously beyond, because it's still an issue that we struggle with. And it's built into the motel or the hotel where he was assassinated.
Oh, okay.
And there's lots of recorded history, from, people,
like his speeches and...
Well, in general, from basically people who were oppressed, from your everyday civilian up to, Martin Luther King Jr., and you get to see basically a little plexiglass off of Martin Luther King Jr.'s hotel room.
Oh.
Really interesting. And then you can see across the way from where the assassin was positioned. So I wanted to give that a highly recommended if you find your way, you're close to Memphis, to hit it up.
Absolutely. We always had to go to school in college. I remember having a conversation with my professor, like, how come all these schools get Martin Luther King Jr. Day off, but we don't? And she said, because we take the day to observe him and to learn more about him. And I was like, oh, all right. So if you're wondering how to learn more, you should look up the Civil Rights Movement and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and watch one of the documentaries or read one of the books that was about MLK Jr.
Yep. The dude was badass.
Mm-hmm.
You see Ben Affleck's working at Dunkin'?
No, I did not see Ben Affleck is working at Dunkin' now.
I remembered that he was a Dunkin' enthusiast.
I feel like I've seen a Dunkin' cup in his hand, but he's working?
Right. He's apparently said he has Dunkin' like every day.
Okay.
Ben Affleck, turns out, runs on Dunkin'.
Is it the Boston in him?
Yeah. Yeah, so this woman actually met Ben Affleck in the drive-thru at this Boston Dunkin' Donuts. And she goes, I'll have an iced coffee. And he goes, that's it? But she said he was quite charming.
Okay.
Very quick-witted, like one might expect Ben Affleck to be. And I guess he got a deal with Dunkin' once he started talking him up a bunch. And once a ton of paparazzi shots have him rocking a Dunkin' coffee or whatever. So Dunkin' Donuts.
So he just put on a headset and hits up his local Dunkin' for a shift every so often, or?
I guess so. I don't know. This article doesn't elaborate how many shifts a week Ben Affleck does.
Okay.
If he's got his health care through Dunkin' or not.
Gotcha.
It doesn't say that, no. But that's a great thing to think about, that Ben Affleck's like, I'll do 20 hours a week at Dunkin'. I get a discount, right?
Free drinks when you're on the clock.
Maybe. And I don't want to overpromise on what Dunkin's benefits are in case there are any aspiring Dunkin' applicants out there.
Right.
It's very difficult for me to say Dunkin' instead of Dunkin' Donuts, by the way.
Because it's now officially Dunkin'.
It is, yeah.
It's not Dunkin' Donuts.
Correct, because they don't want you to think that all you can get there is donuts.
Ah.
Because the highest margin comes in the coffee, would be my guess.
Which I've never had at Dunkin'. I'm always there for the donuts.
Yeah, that's what I figured for.
Mm-hmm. And the munchkins. Let's not forget about the munchkins.
Aren't those donut holes?
Mm-hmm. They come as a little box and cute little donut holes on the box. And
those don't count as donuts?
No, they're munchkins.
What's a long john? Is that a donut? Or does a donut have to have a hole in it?
No, I'd call that a donut.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and a reminder to the listener that a hilarious prank you could play is go to Dunkin', get a Long John that doesn't have stuff in there, and then inject it with mayonnaise instead and give it to your coworker and say, here, have a Dunkin'.
Or mustard.
Or mustard
or toothpaste.
whatever gross condiment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, toothpaste might be a bit.
April Fool's coming up.
Yeah. You're welcome for the fresh breath. By the way, you're not supposed to swallow toothpaste. Sorry about that part.
Matt, Valentine's Day is 29 days away.
Oh, don't blow it.
29 days away. And according to a study from Study Finds, best Valentine's gifts for the lady in your life. Okay, you ready?
Flowers, chocolate. And I'm out of ideas.
Flowers, yes. Chocolate, no.
Fancy dinner?
I got the top 4.
Okay.
Fancy dinner, not on it. Flowers, number 1. Number 2, timepiece.
Like a watch?
Yeah.
Oh, Monty was too early with your Apple Watch, huh?
I know.
You
know, my first Valentine's gift from Monty was a set of windshield wipers. So.
Really?
Yeah.
But you guys had only been dating for a couple of months by then, right?
Yeah. But I thought that was super sweet because, like, he cared about my safety.
Yeah, your windshields were in a pretty bad shape.
I didn't think they were bad, but we were out on a date and he made me stop by the auto supply something and came out with wipers and fixed my wipers right there in the parking lot.
Oh, how romantic.
Happy Valentine's Day. I was like, oh.
How manly of him.
I mean, I did get flowers and other things too. But
oh, you did? Well, that's kind of boring.
I know.
Aren't you impressed that I remember that you guys were together for just a couple of months by then? Did you started dating in when? December?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
We met in November, started dating December, engaged in November, married November, baby December.
All in separate years.
06, 07, 08, 09.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, flowers. Number 2, timepiece. Number 3, mini waffle maker. What?
A mini waffle maker is
yes
one of the top. Who was the source of this article? Who is this?
Study Finds.
A study.
No, Study Finds study.
Study Finds study. Okay.
Yes.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Third base.
I don't know. Yes. Okay, but this is the weird part for the list, okay? These are best Valentine's gifts for her. Flowers, timepiece, mini waffle maker.
What? Okay.
Personal massager.
Oh.
Which I feel like that is for the muscles in her shoulders. And you know, the ones with the guns?
Sure. Probably.
But after reading a little bit further, I'm like, that is not what they are talking about.
Yeah, I figured not.
Yeah. That tricked me. I was like, oh, yeah, like one of those guns. I'd like one of those guns.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
No, not quite.
Not quite. 29 days till Valentine's Day. Countdown is on.
Yeah, and get your mini waffle maker before they sell out.
Right.
They must have some kind of in with big mini waffle maker.
They must.
Yeah.
Matt, I've got a quiz.
Oh, quiz time on Matt and Kate's.
Quiz time. Okay. This is the grocery store inflation game.
Grocery store inflation game.
Yep.
All right. I'm ready.
So take a deep breath. You got this. The current average price for a dozen eggs is $5.17 in the Midwest, $7.37 in California. How much did a dozen eggs cost in 1950? A, 50 cents, B, 60 cents, C, $1.
50 cents.
50 cents, 60 cents.
Damn, they're so close.
So close.
Go to Natural Grocers. You can get them for $2 a dozen, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now?
Most times.
Okay.
Although me saying that might reduce the chances of that happening.
Right.
With our popularity and all.
The current average price for a pound of chicken is $4.42. How much did a pound of chicken cost in 1980? $1.37, $2.95, or $3.16?
I'll go with $3.16.
$1.37.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured the price would have gone up from where it was, but I thought maybe they got better at mass producing chickens. You know?
Yeah.
But, okay.
Okay, I don't know how much you shopped for this recently, but the current price of a standard bottle of Hellmann's mayonnaise is $5.48 at Walmart.
Okay.
How much did Hellmann's mayonnaise cost in 1978? 59 cents, 79 cents, or $1.39?
I'll go with 79.
$1.39.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. The current average price for a gallon of whole milk is $4.44. How much did a gallon of milk cost in 1990? $1.18, $2.94, or $3.52?
I'll say $2.94.
$1.18.
$1.18.
Yes, groceries have gone up.
And I have lost this edition of the grocery
store inflation game.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is bringing back a fan favorite from the 90s, Kate.
Ooh. Is it the, not a panini, but what's it called?
Pizzone. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Is it the Pizzone?
Not the Pizzone. No.
Ah.
Do you care to make any other guesses?
Is it the pizza with half breadsticks, half pizza?
No.
I don't know that that's Pizza Hut. Okay, I give up.
The Big New Yorker.
Oh, the Big New Yorker.
Do you remember that one?
Yes. It was really thin and a big pizza and...
Yeah.
Right?
16-inch pizza. Yeah, New York style pizza where you can fold the slices.
Gotcha.
That's 30% bigger than the large size pizza currently sold at Pizza Hut, Kate.
When is it coming back?
February 1st. The Big New Yorker
February
is back.
1st.
They say for a limited time. And I was like, well, limited time. Is the oven big enough to accommodate this thing?
Right?
Like, when's the Super Bowl? Do you know when the Super Bowl is off the top of your head?
It's the second weekend in February.
Okay. So I thought maybe they would be introducing it after the Super Bowl, maybe. But maybe they're introducing it in front of the Super Bowl, so a whole bunch of people will order the Big New Yorker.
February 12th. Yeah, I bet you that's it. They say, hey, come get your Big New Yorker for the Super Bowl.
And this article that I have has a picture of the dude from the commercial. I remember this New York dude who's blown away that Pizza Hut approximate the New York pizza slice so well. To which I say he seems like a paid actor. I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying it.
I don't know if I get it.
But it says it was briefly available in 1999. That apparently made an impression on me.
I'm trying to remember the commercial. The Big New.
Hey, it's I give up. I can't do a New York accent.
All right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I need to practice on these accents. I host a radio show. What the hell am I doing?
It made me think of, was it Pace pecani sauce?
Oh,
New York City.
Yeah, get that pecani out of here.
Get a rope.
Yeah, seems kind of aggressive, but
yeah.
There's a change.org petition that's been asking Pizza Hut to bring it back. 4,000 signatures.
Oh.
And comments like, it was the only good pizza that Pizza Hut ever offered.
Oh.
And then another said, I need this for my soul.
My goodness.
So the Big New Yorker back at Pizza Hut, February 1st. But
to save your soul. Matt, Sierra Mist is going bye-bye.
Are they bringing back Slice?
Nope. Pepsi is ditching Sierra Mist for a new Sprite competitor. It's called Starry.
What?
Has higher citrus flavors that are true to fruit and more aromatic than Sierra Mist.
Okay.
And you can find it in stores now.
Yeah, do you remember when they had Slice and then switched to Sierra Mist?
Vaguely.
Do you remember Slice being a thing?
Vaguely.
I think maybe with Slice, like, this is too obvious that we're trying to rip off Sprite. I mean, we only changed just a few letters.
Yeah.
So let's call it Sierra Mist, which I always thought was a stupid name.
Yeah, that's silly.
And sorry, dear listener, if you think that's an awesome name and enjoy Sierra Mist and are sad that it's going away now.
But I think it's funny. It's lemon lime soda that they're calling Starry. Like,
yeah.
I would have thought they'd go with something more citrusy. Like Slice made more sense because of slice of lemon, slice of lime, but...
Yeah.
Yep.
We're like, well, we're just obligated to have a worse and worse name as we try to develop a citrus beverage. Sorry.
Right?
You got to. You do Slice, you do 7-Up, you do any of those things?
When I'm sick to my stomach.
Yeah, you go for 7-Up.
Yeah, 7-Up or Sprite, whatever I've got, yeah.
Oh, whatever you've got some on standby?
Yeah, I've got something in the garage fridge for that occasion. Yep.
7-Up is kind of the go-to, right? Isn't that the stereotypical, you're sick, have some 7-Up?
I think so.
Okay.
Have you tried some 7-Up?
It's been a long time since I've had some 7-Up. Good streak of being healthy? I don't know. What I do when I get sick, Kate, I pour 7-Up on my feet and then put socks on over it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Instead of Vicks or potatoes, that's what I do to cure my ailments. Yeah. That's it.
Yep. But the 7-Up on your feet helps your nausea? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, we have feedback on potatoes in the socks.
Other than you? Go on.
Other than me, we've got lots of feedback on this.
All right, let's hear it.
One person that said, well, you know, it might just be that potatoes turn brown just because they're exposed to the air. So, as previously discussed on Matt and Kate had ran into this TikTok. Now, to be fair, you had said, and on the Matt and Kate Facebook, you had this asterisk as well, that this is TikTok, not science.
It's not science, it's TikTok.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I butchered it. So the most recent one we got on that is from Samantha, who says, yes, potatoes oxidize just like a banana would. Once you cut it open, it's going to turn brown regardless. Not that the fact that you put the potato adjacent to your foot when you had the flu was displaying the toxins that were in you. What was the justification for why the potato turned brown if you put it on your foot as you sleep, Kate? You remember?
It'll suck the toxins out.
Yeah. So no, it just turns out that's what potatoes do. But then Samantha also confirmed the Vicks Vapor Rub on the feet is actually a thing that she has done and did as a kid.
And
that, yeah, that's a thing.
Yes.
That works.
Okay.
I'm still like, what?
Yeah.
But you put the Vicks on your feet and on your chest?
Well, like babies, it might be too much for their chests.
Oh.
Like too much hitting them. It's too strong.
Okay.
So you put it on their feet.
But the way you were talking was not just for babies, though, right? On the feet part?
No, not just for babies.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do both.
Once you're beyond baby, if you're 5, do you put Vapor Rub on the feet and on the chest? No.
You can. I think I've done both, yeah.
Okay. And to wrap up on home remedies that might be full of baloney. Oh, maybe they should try putting baloney on their feet and see what happens.
Maybe.
So many things to put on your feet. Heather wrote us to say, another home remedy that I've been told about is that if your hair is thinning, to rub an onion on your head before you go to bed. It supposedly opens up your pores and revives your hair follicles, Kate.
I
think someone's just trying to give you onion head.
I think that's what you're going to definitely... Your head smells like BO. No, it's onions. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you have to admit that you're concerned about your thinning hair and that you're so desperate you're using onion to try to fix it.
I mean, one of the side effects from COVID is losing your hair and
is it?
Thinning hair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rub onions on it.
There you go.
So there you go. More questionable remedies here on Matt and Kate. And send yours in to the Matt and Kate Facebook, right, Kate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I found a story about robot bartenders. And so my thought is robot bartenders, that's great. You don't have to tip them, right? Apparently not. You're supposed to still tip your bartender. Vegas, the Tipsy Robot Bar, has robot bartenders. They make 120 drinks an hour. Margaritas cost $20, which you and I go, gosh. But in Vegas, that's not that bad.
Okay.
And some people have taken to the internet to complain that the bar adds a mandatory 10% service fee for the robots. And drinkers don't feel like they should have to tip a robot.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Seems like it's already built into the cost of that drink.
Right?
Add an extra 10% on that. That's weird.
Yeah. So
okay.
If a robot is bringing me a drink, I'm going to mandatory tip it because I have to.
I can understand, like, once the robots become self-aware, that you should tip them.
Have bills to pay and kids to feed.
Certain robots have better hustle than other robots, but my guess is at this early stage in robot bartending that all the 10-thing robots are probably equally talented. I don't know.
Right.
Weird.
120 drinks an hour, though. That's crazy.
What do you mean?
That they...
For one robot?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. How many drinks do you think... You used to tend to bar, Kate.
I did.
And what do you think you could do back in your prime?
Well, okay, I also worked at a mostly beer joint. So that made it really easy to say I opened 120 bottles of beer in an hour.
Oh, okay.
Or poured beer.
But if you had to do that many martinis, you don't think you could do it probably? Right?
No. People ordered a martini and you just kind of looked at them like, do you know where you are? This is not a martini bar. Okay.
Wonder how much mocktails are going for at that bar.
Right?
Some story about, in New York City, you can go get a mocktail for $17.
Which is ridiculous.
And for the unfamiliar, mocktails have no alcohol in them. So what's the point?
Yep. What makes them $20 if there's no booze?
Right, that's what I meant. I didn't mean what's the point? You can't get wasted. Thanks for clarifying there, Kate. All right, Kate, there's a new case for you to display your shoes, and it deodorizes your shoes, too.
Oh.
And it keeps your shoes healthy. Optimal humidity protects against UV damage that can discolor fabrics and leather.
Okay.
Or the sneakerhead in your life. Do you collect sneakers?
I do not.
Me neither. I've seen some cool sneakers. I'm like, oh, those are cool kicks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it only cost me $300. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, yeah, that was the entry-level pricing. The LG Styler shoe case. It's not just that. There's also a shoe locker that will do a similar deal to keep your shoes in prime condition, Kate.
How long does it take to deodorize it?
I think it was like 24 hours or something. It wasn't that long.
Oh, okay.
I think their idea is that you're going to be a sneakerhead and you're going to be having sneakers going in and out of this thing. There's multiple slots to put multiple shoes.
Okay. Not just one at a time.
Here we go. Refreshes 4 pairs of shoes in 37 minutes.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But do you really, if you're going to regularly put these things in and out of this locker, does it really need to be done in 37 minutes? Maybe. I don't know. I guess.
Maybe.
Am I not smelling my own shoes enough?
Maybe not.
Okay. I only go through a few pair. There's a rotation of shoes.
You're not just going to take them off, give it a whiff, put it away?
Just to get the high off of my foot odor.
Or just to check in?
Yeah. No, I figure if it gets bad enough, I'd probably be able to smell it without bringing it into my face.
Well, okay. Would you say you're 100% wearing socks?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm probably 70% wearing socks. Okay. I have shoes that I don't wear socks in, so sometimes I will smell those shoes to be like, are we getting the funk enough? Yeah. So
yeah, I don't mind putting my bare feet into shoes with no socks, but it gets gross after not long term, but I feel like within an hour and a half, I'm like, oh God, my feet are sweating where they wouldn't be if there was a sock between them and the sole of my shoe.
Right.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
It's kind of counterintuitive. You would think your foot would be warmer if there were a sock around it, and thus it would sweat more, but no.
Nope.
Probably helps wick the moisture away or something. I don't know. I'm not a shoe scientist. I'm not a sock scientist. But it was my second choice before I went into journalism instead.
Oh, okay.
Not that this show is journalism. That's just what my degree is. The show should not be...
Way to clarify.
Yeah, the show should not be your news source. But frankly, we're full of less baloney than...
We're fun.
Than most radio shows.
How about that? We're fun.
We're fun. Wake up and have fun with Matt and Kate.